Hi guys, what's up? It's me, Kim A, and I'm back with a new episode of When I First Heard. Let's get into it.
Ready.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me, Kim A, and I'm back for another episode of When I First Heard. Look, I'm so used to looking into the computer, I forgot to look into the camera. I'm recording live. Are we live? Charlamagne, are we live? DJ Envy, are we live? Okay, so I'm here, Kim A, When I First Heard. I'm here with two special guests, and you all may know this one. What's your name?
Kanika.
You gave me whisper.
Speak up, Kanika. You ain't giving us your
I was trying to give y'all a whisper.
She giving us my
Hi, I'm Kanika.
Okay, this is Kanika. Y'all remember Kanika. And this is...
JT Tizzle. Jim_Rocketeer. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on all social media. It's all the same. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I like the energy. Love it.
Thanks. Because she ain't got no energy.
Oh my God. I'm being attacked.
It's the animosity for me.
Right, already.
So we're back. I'm here for another episode. And today we're going to be talking about a song that's so... I don't know. I just feel like it's so black. It's so, urban.
I feel
it's
like when you think about the music from the South, that this is like a modern Southern classic.
Yes.
I feel like it's important to upbringing, honestly. I don't know how to say that. But
Yeah.
culture in a way.
Yeah.
She was eating for a long time.
Yeah.
A long time. And today she's going to get her flowers because y'all like to play on her name, but it's time.
Not around here, partner.
Not around here.
Not on tonight.
Y'all not like us in my K-Dot voice. Not like us. But what song we talking about, y'all? Let them know.
Oh.
Hey.
Around here we run some. Everybody wanted to wear the little cargo pants that she had on.
I still want the shirt.
Everybody wanted the little outfit. Yes. Everybody was getting whoopings because they was dancing on top of their mama car. Like the
I
video
never tried that one.
and the song.
I knew better.
We had a van, so I could get up there anyway. But I'm just saying, I know it was happening. I know somebody was trying.
So we're talking about Ciara O featuring Ludacris, and Atlanta really has something to say. The South has something to say. And I feel like this song it reminds me so much of like 106 Park. Yes. It reminds me of TRL, just behind the music. No, what was Access Granted? Like, it reminds me of like that time, and Ciara really came out the gate swinging. Like, shout out to Ciara and Ludacris. Tell me how y'all felt when y'all first heard.
Well, for me... I'm gonna pass the mic.
Well, like used to do.
Hey.
Well, for me, I was already a Ciara fan, but I'm thinking around this time, I was really into rap music more than anything, and I was so excited about Ludacris's verse. Like, it's such a fun rap verse.
Yes.
He was catching pockets. I'm like, like, that was such a fun rap verse to do.
You might want to take a
big
call up daddy, sell them pop the bottles because we got another
hit. When I go back, no mama, you should get.
Yes! Okay. Exactly. It's such a fun verse, a fun rap verse to do. And I feel like Ludacris and a lot of other Southern rappers, they are such fun rappers. I'm
trying not to laugh because the mic
just hanging on
barely.
No, but they're such fun rappers, and I feel like that song is really like representative of like Southern rap music, the Southern music culture, and like the way that they talk, the way that they dress, the way that their deliveries and everything. So yeah.
Shout out to Atlanta.
Yeah, shout out to Atlanta for real.
I mean, what's the question again?
How did you feel when you first heard O?
I first heard O, I was like, this is a nice ass song. The video was so nice to me where she was dancing and killing shit. Ciara was one of the best dancers, so when I saw the video on that damn, orange and blue hoodie with the hood on?
Yeah,
and she had that slow wine.
With the belt,
with the belly. I said, yeah, Ciara killing this shit. It was just...
What you watching? I'm watching a
video.
It's
like the video. One thing about Ciara, we all can say she had good videos.
She never had a bad video. She doesn't have a bad video.
She wasn't lacking on her videos.
She wasn't.
She was like, it's gonna be a good ass video because
she was like, I don't
Michael
care if the
Jackson
budget
say,
$3.
do you remember the time?
Yeah.
Oh, she gonna be good because I want to be back in the day looking back like damn shit was cheap.
Yeah.
But I feel like that was a great ass song for the A black culture as well. Ludacris and Harvey from the A making that song. That was a motherfucking hit for like our time growing up. I would say us. That was like the music was good.
Let's talk about back then. It was such a big thing to no stylist and no like the person who was directing the video. I feel like that's a lost art these days. Like these days we don't be looking forward to seeing, oh, this another what is his name? Hype Williams. This another Hype Williams joint. Like, did Fatima Robinson do the choreography? Like, trying to see a certain video vixen. It's like these days, it's like used to look forward to seeing certain people. Like, it's like now I feel like we don't even look forward to videos. Like, what video show do we have that like really pushes people to watch videos?
No
we
more.
don't have
It's really like a lost cause, and it's really like a lost cause. And I'm gonna try not to go off topic, but I feel like music videos, it basically used to be like, I will pay $1 million for a video because the return on investment is lots of people buying the albums. But now it's like people don't buy albums, so I feel like it's a domino effect. Like no one's gonna spend $1 million on a video, and y'all not finna buy $1 million worth of albums. So it's like it kind of messed up the ecosystem a little bit because the choreographers, that's a whole gig that the choreographers are not going to get. That's a whole gig that a video director, like that's a whole avenue, a whole specific type of directors that are like going extinct because this is a medium that we no longer make. So I don't know, I feel like there is space for the spirit of music videos in the live music space, where instead of creating music videos, we can create live experiences that mirror those videos for people to enjoy, because that's something that you can get a return on investment on.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, there are no more shows with music videos anymore like it used to be back then when we were smaller. So now it's basically the YouTube videos. That's what I do usually.
Yeah.
I have to go search the video up. I'll never see it nowhere playing.
Right.
No. If I do go to a club or something, they're playing like, I would say colors and shit, going off the vibrations and the tones of the voices, not actual video. So it's kind of like, do I make a video for this shit? It's kind of like a waste of time. I would say that's the artist who wants to do it.
Right.
But it's not important. Like it used to be back then, it was important. Like you need a visual to go with this video. People could see it and then come to my show with my outfit on, trying to be a big fan of mine. But now it's like, shit, what's the purpose really, Unless... But usually videos are the same, I feel now. Like a lot of people that make videos are like...
They use green screen.
Local motherfuckers that got a camera, they go to you, and then it's not like...
And a lot of people, they don't have the budget anymore.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's
not they don't have like the budget. You look at like songs like Back to Life.
Right.
Like you look at these type of videos, you look at Whitney Houston, Heartbreak Hotel, you look at Michael Jackson, Remember the Time, Janet Jackson and Michael Jackson, Scream. Like you look at all of these videos, Missy and Busta Rhymes and Janet, Gonna Make Your Body Say, like they was making mini movies and videos back in the day.
Michael Jackson.
And now, it's like a lost thing. Like you don't hear about people putting work into like visuals anymore. And I feel like that's why people, I want to, bring it to Beyonce, but I feel like that's why people have a bigger appreciation for somebody like Beyonce and artists like Beyonce, because we want the visuals so bad because we know she's going to take it there.
Exactly.
It's not just like, let me go stand in front of a green screen and just recite the words. It's like, I'm going to give you how I feel about this song. Even looking at like Ciara, we're talking about Ciara. Look at Like a Boy. Look at Never Ever. Like it was a movie plot.
Everything
like
look at
Promise. Look at Promise. Look at Get Up. Look at all of these.
I like a story now. She's coming with a vision. Like vision boy. I want
stories.
this. I want that. She ain't just let me sit on the couch.
She's painting the picture for you.
Okay, so to bring it back to Beyonce in videos, if you even underscore like the state of music videos, if you look at where she is choosing to release her music videos, which is through Netflix and through Disney Plus, because to turn a profit, because to make music videos of that caliber, it costs money, and you want the return on investment of like having people to look at your art, but you can't get that by throwing it up on YouTube. YouTube doesn't even have a payout rate high enough for people to make a significant amount of money off of their music videos. Yes. And so like So that's just to undercut like the state of music videos in this industry. Like you can't even go through a normal route to release your music videos. So yeah, but
times have changed. Nobody watch videos like that no more.
But Ciara's music and her music videos have persevered through the decades and whatnot. And I also feel like Ciara is someone, it feels kind of dumb to say, but she's never in the conversations around like being an all-around good performer.
Entertainer.
Yeah, all-around performer and entertainer. I feel like she's sort of sometimes left out of those conversations.
Yeah.
But I'm just happy that, and me and Kimmy was talking about this earlier, that social media has created an avenue for artists who are underappreciated to get their appreciation, because they have a following. It's not dependent on if a magazine is going to talk about them. It's not dependent on if an outlet is going to talk about them. They have a core fan base online that's not going to let y'all forget that they did what they did.
Exactly.
And I feel like that's something that's happening with Ciara, and me and Kimmy discussed that. We said that's something that happened with SWV, and I feel like it's also something that's happening with Christina Aguilera. So yeah, I really love what social media, in that aspect, I love what social media has done for like artists and their legacies, especially artists like Ciara.
Yeah, I also think that I feel like people, when they think of like artists such as Ciara and who else, like Ashanti, like
she
that.
Another one.
Ashanti, I feel like when I look at people like, well, artists like them, I see loyalty and I see them being so committed to like their legacy and keeping themselves like afloat when it comes to like interacting with fans and you know, doing shows still and being active on social media. I feel like that still makes a difference, because although you might not hear them like on radio playing every day, actually you do. Like the oldest artists more. Like, well, maybe if you don't hear about them in conversations like Kanika said anymore, it's like they still have that fan base that'll like keep them on top, keeping the name alive, keeping the legacy alive. It's like Ashanti and Ciara definitely have those fans, and I feel like they put so much into like their artistry, whether it was writing, doing the videos, acting, whatever, like being a socialite, like in media, like that type of like work ethic and dedication to not being like has been, like when you have such a big legacy. You know, you often hear about people like, dang, like she let herself go, or she was a one-hit wonder. Ciara and Ashanti, they put the work in. They still have people. I be seeing people in the share room comments or whatever, neighborhood talk. Like, I can't believe people still paying this much money to see them sing the same song. It's like every artist does the same thing. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
But that's another thing. I think we need to redefine what a has been is.
Yes,
I feel like, okay, I'm an artist and I've been an artist for 20 years, but the first 10 years of my career, I made classics and I'm still able to eat off those classics. Yes. You are not about to drag me for being able to eat off classics. You're not even smart. Even if I only have one hit, if people bring me out to perform that one hit, you are not about to make me feel some type of way about having made my stamp on the world, even if it was just one stamp. Like, you're not gonna do that to me. And they try to do that to a lot of they try to do that to a lot of artists, and that's another thing that I really love about artists. They're being more open to perform at Vegas. Vegas used to be where you went when you needed money, when you was like down and out. Like you
seriously.
No, like you doing.
That's what it used to be.
You do like back in the day. You doing a residency. It's like oh you can. That's because you can't tour.
Right.
You can't tour. So you're doing a residency. But I like that it's like. Now you can do a residency, you can have your fans come to you, you can make your money, and you can perform the hits that you worked hard to create.
And it's not frowned upon.
Yes, it's like not frowned upon.
People waiting to go.
We need to stop throwing artists away.
Yeah, has been Nicki Minaj voice, has been. It's not a real term from Ciara and Ashanti at all, because that won't make any kind of sense. Lauren has one album out that's fucking classic. She been torn her fucking life all this time since then, and y'all still paying for that shit with no fucking problem. And she be playing sometimes late as hell, 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever. But a has-been is not. I think a has-been, it's hard to really define that when it comes to artists. Like I said, I really got to think about that in my library. Like, who really is a has-been?
Right.
I really don't know. I got to think. Because Amanda Perez, the one that sings God Send Me an Angel, she said she went from that song to this day, still up from 2 songs she got.
And she should, because why not?
She's not a has-been, is what it means. So it's like, a has-been is like something that throw somebody you don't like, I guess, or you dislike, I would mean, you know?
Right.
You really gotta do something to really be a has-been to me, I guess.
And I feel like certain situations, like, you think about a song and it, like you said, like about the impact of the song. Sometimes I feel like the impact outlives, like, not the artist in a way, but the impact, it outlives everything, because it's like you left the impact. Like the other day, I heard, "Ooh, your body, girl, makes the fellas go."
Oh yeah,
and that instantly changed my mood. I'm like, "Oh my God, this is my song!" Like, it just made me so happy. Like the impact of that song. You don't hear about Nina Sky.
Nina Sky, yeah.
You don't hear about Nina Sky anymore, but it's like they left a an impact on the music world. Yeah.
And I just don't think that if you make the impact and then you necessarily don't match that impact, that you should be looked down on for it. Like,
and you shouldn't.
If you did it, you did it.
Right.
Like, that's it.
You still gave and you still did what you're supposed
exactly.
to do.
Some people never get that.
Yeah.
But getting back to Ashanti and Ciara, I feel like they are important to us, but they came in a time when Aaliyah had left. It was like a empty spot, or empty space. And they came during that time, which is kind of important to fill in that space. Y'all think about that. That's the time they came around. And it was like, we needed somebody low-key to fill in that gap, I would say, in a way. There's multiple girls who did it, though. But I remember those who are the two successful ones that did it. Am I mistaken? Somebody else y'all think of?
I feel like
Beyonce can.
I mean,
Beyonce was already there. I mean, she just, you know
but
what
I'm saying solo Beyonce.
But
I feel like around the time that Aaliyah passed away, we were lucky to have a lot of black female artists already in the game. But as far as like coming in and making impact and crossing over and like being somebody that, like, I remember when Ashanti's Foolish CD came out, everybody on the playground had that CD. Like,
I remember it was a time.
Yes, I remember when Ciara, when Goodies came out. Everybody.
Oh yeah, no, I remember that
so
shit.
It's like,
I remember every fucking dance team had a piece of that song.
Yeah.
Every block club, everything had to
like she
song.
came up. He changed the game. I like it thug style. Boom, boom. Like Ciara, the whole album is just like.
No, I want us to go.
And again, I want to just bring it back to strictly Ciara. Ciara really was like, you can't think of a lot of Southern female singers when Southern music really, especially Atlanta, became like the epicenter of hip hop music. Ciara was like the first female singer to really embody that sound and blow up with it. Like,
she was.
She really embodied the sound, merged it with R&B and blew up with it. So I feel like she literally has a place in not only like Atlanta history, but like in R&B history as far as the sound that she blew up with, that she created.
Of course, she had a run.
That she made popular.
Like,
they forget about the run.
And the fact that she came with hits back to back, and she wasn't just coming with hits. She came with Missy Elliott. She came with Ludacris. You had Monica in your video. You just had Atlanta Jazzy Faye producing. Exactly. You had like Atlanta really standing behind you, and you really representing Atlanta. You giving us Atlanta. Like the fact that your first top 3 songs were like paying homage to Atlanta, and it was such on a big scale. It's like the South really has something to say. And Ciara, you would see her like perform live, and it's like she's giving you that energy. She's giving you these dance moves. She's still giving you a show. It's not like I'm comfortable now because I'm on. No, I'm gonna give you more. Right. The next video is gonna be better than the last video. Like,
exactly.
And I also love how Ciara, even though like she became really popular for a single, they was calling her the Princess of Crump. She became really popular for a certain type of music, but she experimented with other types of music as well. Like she did more like high energy pop songs. She did do dance music. Like she wasn't really afraid to step away from the thing that made her famous, to like explore herself as an artist, and not even just through music, but even through like visually, like the way she dressed. Like she really transformed to like a high fashion person. Like going into maybe like her third era, she was to like being very high fashion and things like that. So yeah,
and then stepped into acting as well.
Like, she did. when she added Ludacris to the song, that's when it really pops. Cause Ludacris, I feel like is one of the best rappers. I feel like I like him best. My favorite rapper, I would think.
Yeah.
I feel like he really be rapping. People really don't look at him that way though. They look at him as like a comical rapper, I think, cause he was a lot of funny shit. Yeah. His videos, they just move, get out the way.
You think so? I feel like people. I feel like he.
They do, but mostly people that I know think look at him as in like not really a serious rapper. You know what I mean? Like really. They feel like exactly. But he can do both. I feel like when he put on this track though, his verse. It's stuck in my head since day one. It's stuck in my head. Yeah. You know, but I was talking about how Ludacris is underrated. We feel like he should have more time in the limelight. You know what I mean? Like more spotlight. I think.
I also feel like he was like, I'm finna get an actor bag, and he started acting.
Of course. Now, yeah.
He opened up a bunch of he owns like a bunch of franchises for like a restaurant. So yeah.
Ludacris definitely.
He's a businessman. He's a businessman.
That's what I mean. I don't know about that.
So just to give like I know I usually give like a little information about the song. Help me out, sister. It's okay. You could have gave more, but it's okay. I'm my Dr. Umar voice. Kanika, help me, sister. Thank you.
Not I'm the maid. Not Molly the maid.
No, you barely wanted to help talking about Molly the maid. Molly help. So Ciara released in 2005, and it was produced by Andre Harris and Vital Davis.
Well, R.I.P.
Oh my God! Yeah. I'm like, this name sounds so familiar. Exactly. They came up under Dre and Vital. What? They got another big they got big songs. Yeah. But the name just sounds so familiar, and it was off of her debut album Goodies, which went #1 in my house. Period. So I feel like every single, like we said on Goodies, was like. It was a hit. It was all of it. Ciara did what needed to be done, and the song really peaked. Sound Till the Face Records. Oh my God, why I never knew that? I never knew Ciara was.
You gotta read, my sister.
No, you really do gotta read. The more you know. Music video. Was directed by Fat Cats. The camera zooms in on the video player and reveals overview of it. See, I know people clown Wikipedia, but when I really start reading like little stuff like that, I never would have thought that it was like in the beginning of the video with the young her looking at her now and looking at Atlanta. I didn't know that it was like a
story.
No, I didn't know that it was like the word am I looking for?
A glimpse into the future?
No, like her
perspective.
No, like her. Everything is wrong.
I'm like,
right.
I can't think of the word, but it's like her paying homage to like. I feel like I'm instead of using homage to Atlanta, but yeah, I didn't think of the video like that. I just saw like I was looking at like a girl being inspired by Ciara, and that's enough. I was just gonna give them a glimpse anyway, but giving Ciara like. An overview of how she would be once she got on.
Right.
Like, I'm giving you Atlanta from what I know. This is where they stay crunk. Throw it up. Dubs on the Cadillac.
Right.
White tee, Nikes, gangsters don't know how to act. Like, I'm telling you, like, I grew up in Atlanta. I can tell you how it is. This is my home, you know? Mm-hmm. But I'm going to make the song about. But I'm going to tell you about Atlanta, too. And also, this song reminds me of, like, skating. Every time I hear the song, I want to skate.
Oh, yeah.
It reminds me of skating so much.
It really is a skate bop.
It is.
I guess so to add on to the point about and about Ciara as an artist. I feel like I've said everything that I feel about the song, to be honest. Like, obviously a classic for hip-hop, a classic for R&B, a classic for the Atlanta music scene, which, of course, around the early 2000s really started to take off. And definitely a classic for Ciara, a standout for her discography. So, yeah, this is me giving my flowers to Ciara for creating a bop that has sustained me from childhood all the way into adulthood.
Please pass the mic.
Not your bully.
All I gotta say is, hope I don't make you mad with what I'm about to say. Here we are once again. I said yesterday.
We're not even on the right song.
And I'm just saying, it's still the album, it's still the
right, okay,
what I mean. I listened to the album the other day, actually. That's why I brought that up. But it's just that shit on the screen, especially the visual of the music video. I'm stuck on that part because I dance and Ciara be killing shit. No matter what, I feel like. No matter what you put in, she gonna kill that shit. And that's a classic ass dance routine she did.
No, it really is.
Honestly, and then the outfit she made that shit pop, even though that shit.
And I still know I know the entire routine to this day. And I feel like that's another thing about Ciara. Another thing about Ciara videos, I feel like to this day, I can still like remember certain dance routines from certain videos that stood out. Just like in the goodies when she hit the Matrix,
exactly.
Like in 1-2 step when she do like the little heel toe joint, like and get up. Like she just got so many like they call me Go Girl.
Yeah, like
I be going. Like that entire video is crazy.
Exactly.
Like Ciara.
And then Promise is on the damn wall.
Promise. Get up. No, not Get Up. What's the other one? Lil Jon. This is one of my favorite Ciara songs. I got my hands up on my back. Take it to the flow. We gon' ride all night. Let's ride.
That's right. I think it's called That's Right.
That's right. It is.
Yeah.
Yep. Ciara, that's right. Yep. Every time I call, he come. That's right. Tonight I'm doing me. That's right. Yeah. Ciara, girl, you didn't miss the fact that I know people be trying to play on your top, but the fact that you really got the material, you got the receipts, baby. You got everything.
Right.
They can't play on receipts. The receipts are receipts. And you be eating the charts up. You gave us so many like visuals, like the hair. Like I never forget the Promise hair. Everybody was like, I want that so in.
Yes.
Like the goodies hair color. Like Ciara gave us so much. Like the wearing a low waist like pants again.
With the bathing suit at the top.
With the bathing suit with the tank at the Ciara, you gave us so
the
much.
cutout top. The cutout bodysuit.
She gave us so much. So we giving you your flowers and it was a bop. Shout out to you, Ludacris. Atlanta, the South had something to say.
Yeah.
They had something to say. Y'all got anything else to say?
Please pass it around.
Thank y'all for listening to this episode of When I First Heard. Be sure to follow Kanika on Instagram at
Kanika Siami. Very boring name. Kanika Siami. That's it.
You gotta spell it, baby. That's
right.
KANYIKASIAME. Dalan.
And JT
JT Jim_Rocketeer. Jim JIM_Rocketeer. Look it up, Google it. I ain't got time to spell it out for you.
Boy, give me the mic. Thank y'all for listening. Be sure to follow me at Kim AK Brand on everything. That's the Twitter, the TikTok, the Instagram. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. Green means go. I know it look like it may like stop right now, but it don't. I'll be back and enjoy. Bye.